Hello my friends, welcome to my channel, Bringer of Light Intuitive. I'm Cindy, thank you so much for being here. Welcome in or welcome back, depending on if you are new. And if you are, would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know that you're new, say hi so that I can welcome you to my community. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking this reading if you do. And thank you for booking your private readings with me. They've been so fun lately. The cards have been just wow. The readings have been powerful. The energies have been powerful. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Anyway, if you haven't done that yet and you want to, that information is in the description box of all the readings that I post. Let's dive into a who am I reading for reading. And if you're new here, that's where I get a message and you tell me who I'm reading for. It's kind of what I do around here. So let's see what the message is. In the pre-shuffle, I saw the Three of Swords. So I feel like there's some really big healing going on, like so painful, or it's been so painful for you. Imagine the swords being taken out of your heart, you know. And so I feel like that's exactly, it's like spiritual surgery. I just heard spiritual surgery. Interesting. I don't think I've ever said that before. So I feel like you've been going through a little bit of that spiritual surgery. I feel like, you know, King of Wands, Three of Wands, the Empress is here too. I feel like you've been going through some spiritual surgery to remove the things in your life that were blocking you from being your most authentic you, for stepping into your power, blocking you, from stepping into your most authentic you and your power. You know, he's a very confident king. He's very charismatic. He's very good looking. He's very he's magnetic. He attracts in a lot of energy. He attracts in a lot of attention. He attracts because he is so he's so passionate, and he's shines his light in an unapologetic way. And when we have all the swords in our heart, when we have all the hurts and the things from the past, we don't do that. We don't shine in our most authentic way. We're either full of fear or doubt, or we don't trust our own path. We don't trust our own power. We don't trust the universe. And I feel like with the Empress here, it feels like, you know, you have been, it's like it's your turn, I want to say. It's your time. It's your turn. It's your turn to be on the throne. It's your turn to know what it feels like to receive, and to receive abundantly. It's your turn to really step into your power and be your most authentic you and shine unapologetically. So maybe ask yourself, you know, you've been going through this spiritual surgery, and I feel like you've been feeling like it's lasted forever, because this energy feels very long lasting to me. Like I've been waiting for my ships to come in for a long time. But when 2 threes come out in a reading, which we've actually had 3 if we're counting that Three of Swords, 2 threes tells me, the reader, that there's a surprise that is right. It's closer than you think. And I feel like the universe had to take you through the spiritual surgery in order to get you prepped and ready to be worthy, not worthy, because you're already worthy. You needed to know you were worthy. And so some of those swords needed to be taken out of your heart so that you can be restored back to the original you that knows that you're whole and complete and worthy, with or without anybody or anything else, because you're just you, because you exist. But see, you're meant to shine. You carry gifts, you carry ideas, you carry inspired ideas, or you already shine in some way, but there's something that's been holding you back from being who you were created to be. And who you were created to be is somebody who shines unapologetically, but also receives, and receives big. Like you're meant to live in a big, abundant life. But those wounds were blocking you because they created beliefs that were limiting you and keeping you stuck in waiting mode. And so those needed to come out. and you've been going through that spiritual surgery. A lot of you have been releasing wounds and healing over the past months even, and it's not been easy and it has not been comfortable, but it's restoring balance in you. Spiritual surgery is something that we don't see with our eyes, but we feel it on the inside, and sometimes when we're in our logical brain, it can actually cause fear and anxiety because we don't know what's happening. But see, that's why you were brought to this reading, because there's this, bigger picture that's going on right now in your life, and the things that have been, happening have been very uncomfortable and very difficult for you. It's restoring balance. And actually, the energy behind this card is that there is a very generous man here, or a generous energy is the universe showing up for you and taking you through this process to release the blocks from your receiving and to bring you back into balance. It's like balance being restored. The scales are being reset to balance, and you are being reset to, your original self, to receive the wish that you're asking for, to receive the soulmate love that you're asking for, to receive the victory at the end of this race that you've been running, to receive the good news that you've been waiting for. In order to receive, we have to change. We have to change those stories on the inside. We have to change our way of thinking. We have to change and become the person who can receive what it is that we're asking for. And see, we don't like that. We're human. We don't like that. We don't like change. We want to just, can you just bless me already? And I don't need to go through any of that changes and stuff because I feel like I'm already ready. Well, that's human. But we need to change in order to receive. And that's what's been taking place in you right now, is those swords are being taken out of your heart that created beliefs in you and wounds in you that were keeping you blocked from your belief that you're worthy, or your belief in the universe, or your belief that this is ever going to happen, or whatever it was, because we all have a different story. But you are being guided to shine unapologetically and find your voice and speak unapologetically, whatever that looks like for you right now. This is a very direct message for somebody that one of you needs to speak some sort of truth or find your voice. Lay your boundaries and stick with them. Stay in your power. But it's all about this light that wants to shine in you and speaking it out. And maybe you need to speak it to yourself, like just say yes. First, say yes to you. What is it that you do creatively? What is it that you do that you are so passionate about, that you've been wanting to do and really step into your power? And all it takes first is for you to say yes to it. That may resonate for one of you, may resonate for all of you, but the energy that I'm really mostly feeling is the energy of waiting was coming from this belief in you that it was like it kept you in this energy of waiting. So that's the spiritual surgery. We're taking out those swords to make, and you are also healing after the removal of the swords. You're going through a healing to become the version of you that can safely receive this wish, this relationship, without sabotaging it. Because if we were coming from our old self when we wanted this in the first place, and we were telling the universe, I want this, but we're still thinking in the old way, and we still have habits and beliefs in the old way, we would have sabotaged it and lost it, or whatever. So the universe, in all of the universe's love for you, is taking you through this process lovingly and generously, And it may not feel that way, but it's restoring balance. It's restoring you back into your factory settings that you came here in, that place of power and worth and knowing that you are whole and complete. And now you're thinking different, and now you're acting different, and now you are the person who can receive equal reciprocity. You may be coming from a past where you were a good giver but not such a good receiver, and that needed to be changed in order to put you in this receiving energy. She's the receiver. And see, this is equal reciprocity. This is, I no longer give my energy or attention or love into people, places, or things that don't also reciprocate and pour into me. I don't pour into cups that don't pour into me. Because in the past, perhaps you did. In the past, perhaps you were the overgiver and you found yourself being the under receiver. And see, that had to change in order to put you back to balance so that you could receive your wish. And your wish is right here. But also I feel like this wish has to do too with you being your most authentic you, and whatever that looks like. Shining your light authentically, and or speaking some sort of truth to yourself authentically that keeps you in your power. No longer people pleasing. Perhaps that's a thing that's wanting to come through, is perhaps you speaking some sort of truth or being unapologetic, or your authentic you. Perhaps it's like, we're not going to put people on a pedestal anymore. Perhaps it looks like you not people pleasing, not shrinking in the background and putting someone else first, not playing small. He doesn't play small. And so whatever it is that your wish is attached to, it's attached to you no longer playing small. It's attached to you standing in your power and being your most authentic self and being a powerful self, because I feel like you're created for more. And until you really embrace that, and maybe needing to focus on that, your empire, building your empire, and whatever that looks like for you. She's the empress of an empire, right? I feel like that's it. You're going to stay in that waiting game. So say yes to whatever it is in you that wants to shine, and focus on that. And then it's like other things are going to start happening for you that are going to be like a wish come true for you. Because it's restoring your balance, it's putting you in your power, and it's this authentic shining that I keep getting. That should be your focus right now. But that means that there's lots and lots of blessings that are going to come from this, including something that you're literally waiting for. I hope this makes sense. Let me know in the comments below who resonates with this reading, because this may only be for one of you. Let me know. Spiritual surgery is successful, though. Balance is being restored, and you are being placed on your throne in order and ready to receive. Let me know. I'll see you in the next reading.